Hello, y'all, and it's Mary. You already know. So, I'm over here to do a general reading. Okay, let's do a general reading. Let's pull out some oracle cards for y'all on the general reads. Let's do this. Let's get right into it. Oh, man. Okay. Spirit, there's a general reading for the collective. So, stubborn energy, mad energy. That's what I feel. I feel that attitude, that heavy attitude of enough is enough, Spirit, what do we have for the collective with the oracle cards? What do we have for the collective? Spirit, what do we have for the collective with the oracle cards? I'm going to just pull out 3. Let's see. Base chakra. What do we have for the collective, Spirit? What do we have for the collective? Let me get 3 cards for the collective, Spirit. Flow. Number 10. 2 more cards, Spirit. 2 more cards. Thank you. 2 more cards. Too many. Wow. Okay. All right. Okay. Strengthening bonds in the reverse. 1 more card, Spirit, please, and thank you. One more card, Spirit. 1 more card for the collective. 1 more card for the collective, Spirit. 1 more card for the collective. There you go. Dedicated effort. The upright. Bottom of the deck. Love abounds. Yeah, but see. See. Cups vibes with this card. Let's see what we got for the collective. So I would say the flow card, being that it's number 10. Not only do I get the vibes of going with the flow, of things ending, the vibes of like doing it with ease, letting go of drama, letting go of burdens, letting go of old ways of handling matters, handling situations that may lead to jail, drama, and all types of heartaches, and doing it with ease, I hear that song from Michael Jackson, Smooth Criminal. Yeah. It's like being smooth about it. No matter how much shit they throw on your name, no matter how much shit you've been through, it's like you're tired of handling it the way you've handled it before because it just doesn't work that way. So now it's like you're handling it with ease. Strengthening bonds being in reverse. What I get about this being in reverse is like you're alert. You're alert with who you let in. And you're alert also on who you cut off. You're making sure that you're making the right decisions and that you're not doing it like let's say from the heart. You're doing it out of logic, let's say. Who is worth strengthening bonds with is what I hear about that card. Who is worth walking down the aisle hand in hand with? Who is worth being friends with and having picnics and building memories with? Who is worth continuing to leave in your circle? And you're taking your time to do it the right way, right? And then you have dedicated effort. You know, like, still, what I get out of it is like a new beginning. It's like I saying, like ending things and starting all over. Maybe you've been holding off on things because the wrong people were in your circle. So now it's like time to get back at work, back into your flow. And in order for you to do that, you're like basically keeping an eye open on who is still in your heart, and if you should keep them in your circle, you know, keep them in your business, keep loving them and hugging them like the picture that is being painted. You know, are they even worth? The light is shining in the dark now, like you're seeing things for what it is. So that's what I pick up on all these energies, that you're doing the pondering and you're doing the logical part of it. Yes, you may love people, but you're keeping that eye, that third eye open. You know, you're working on your heart chakra is what I get out of that too, where you're like, who's worth it and who's not? Who's worth me sharing with? Who's worth me letting in my home, in my new space, in my new life? Who's worth it to continue this dedicated effort I've been putting into my life, into people, into loving, into sharing? Who is worth it? That's what I feel that is in this Oracle card spread, collective. So this can relate to people. This may not relate to people. So just, you know, keep an open mind, because it can be an advice, just like it can be something that you're really going through right now, or that you've been through, or that you're about to go through. So let's get into this general reading. And let's keep the Oracle cards on the table. Spirit, what do we have for the collective? What do we have for the collective, Spirit? What do we have for the collective? What do we have for the collective? What do we have for the collective, Spirit? What do we have for the collective? What do we have for the collective? What do we have for the collective? What do we have for the collective, Spirit? What do we have for the collective? It is 12 noon here where I'm from. There goes the bottom of the deck is the Ace of Cups. Again, that's the vibe that I said that I was getting from the Oracle card in the bottom of the deck as well. So, who's worth other than yourself? Other than yourself, who is worth? Who is worth strengthening bonds with? Who is worth this Eight of Pentacles, or, you know, it could be the Eight of Wands, but who is worth? Who is worth keeping in your circle, and who is not worth? Spirit, what else is there for the collective with this energy? Spirit, Temperance. Right? What do we have for the collective, Spirit, with this energy? What do we have for the collective? What do we have for the collective, Spirit? What do we have for the collective? What do we have for the collective, Spirit? What do we have for the collective? Thank you, Spirit. What do we have for the collective? What else do we have for the collective? What do we have for the collective? Spirit, what do we have for the collective? What else do we have for the collective, Spirit? What else do we have for the collective? Somebody has been working on themselves, or, people have been working on themselves and not crying over spilled milk anymore, moving forward out of this pain, out of this past of heartache, betrayal. It might be somebody in your energy that has this feeling now. What they did to you is like karma or something like that. Like what they did to you is coming back to them now. They're the ones crying, having regrets. I should have done this, I should have done that type of energy is what I'm picking up as well with this. What else do we have for the collective, Spirit? What else do we have for the collective? Gosh. What else do we have for the collective, Spirit? What else? Yep. So, right. High Priestess, along with the Page of Swords. What else do we have for the collective? It's like a wise man, wise woman, knowing what you want, knowing what you got to bring to the table, and basically like not allowing anyone in your space if it's not about matching energy. It's like more like, instead of 50-50, it's like 100-100. If I could put 100%, let me see if you could put 100%. And if I can't see it, then I don't want nothing to do with it. That's what I see here. Letting go of that mindset of 50-50, the poverty state of mind, because you know you can get better, do better. Starting new and fresh with what you know you can bring. And you don't even care if, like, you don't even, kind of like you don't want any involvement, basically, because it's like you know that you're complete by yourself. This High Priestess has a job. She's knowledgeable. This can also be a man, somebody who's maybe in school studying, or this is like lessons learned from past pain, past bullshit. It's helped you elevate, grow up. Some of you may be intuitive. This can be someone who's intuitive, who knows about the unknown, you can say. Kind of like catching an imposter. Like nothing can escape. Like nobody can come to you and lie to you anymore, because you catch on, you read vibes. That's what I get out of this spread so far. There's people in regret mode behind losing you, losing the person that they had control over, that they have no control over anymore. Even in the mind, people who would manipulate your brain, people who would manipulate your money, they have regrets now because what goes around comes around. That's what I'm getting out of this right here, which is good. Lessons learned and new beginnings, because you chose to go with the flow, because you chose to let God, let your higher power, let who you praise, your guides, you surrendered. That's what they call it. So it's like all the dedicated effort you put in is paying off now. If you gave love, you're going to receive love in abundance. If you shared money, you're going to get gifts just like that, you know, but in different ways. You reap what you sow. What else do we have? Yep. Like luck is on your side. There's some type of karma behind some type of crying in the past of spilled milk. And now it's like a turn of events, the turning of the table. Whoever ran you over with that car is getting run over the same way, just about, you know, when that wheel is coming and you don't, you know what I mean, collective. It's like you reap what you sow. I said it just now before this card even came out. Karma is in effect. Dharma. You know, the good karma for the good doers, the bad karma for the bad doers. It's in effect. Okay? It's in effect. Maybe that's why the strengthening bonds is like in reverse. Like, it's no time right now to strengthen nothing. It's time to see. It's time to see. Like the bottom of the deck, it's time to see clearly. What else do we have for the collective, Spirit? What else do we have for the collective? What else do we have for the collective, Spirit? You've been doing your work, you know? Maybe you've been doing spiritual baths, spiritual cleansings, detoxing in all types of ways. You know, detox doesn't mean only doing a tea or going to a spa and stuff like that. That's not the only thing. Detox is like cutting out the people who don't serve you, cutting out bad habits. You know, it's like you've been doing your work. I'm talking to somebody, the collective that I'm talking to is somebody who has been doing good and is about to receive good. That's what I see. And I see the reverse now. The reaping of the sowing. What the people who have done you wrong are about to go through it. And you're going to see it. Don't feel sorry for people like this, because they didn't feel sorry for you. They didn't feel any type of remorse when they were doing it to you, collective. So don't feel sorry for them. Because what you're going to do is you're going to fall right into that karmic wheel of their karma. And you're going to end up destroying everything that you've been working so hard to build right now. And it's just going to go right down the drain. And then you're going to have to start all over again. What else do we have for the collective, Spirit? What else do we have for the collective, Spirit? What else do we have for the collective? Thank you. Yep, exactly. You know, whoever has done wrong can't take the fact that they're getting slapped with the same shit that they put you through, that they're getting a taste of their own medicine now. You know, they're being used for their money, or they have to pay up. You know, maybe they were living a free life or whatever around you because you had everything down packed. Like I said, this is somebody who's complete, like the Queen of Pentacles, somebody who has it all and who's ready for whatever, for marriage or, you know, to share. And then it's like you shared and this person was breadcrumbing you. So now it's their turn to get breadcrumbed, and they're getting breadcrumbed and they don't like it. They're getting lied to and they don't like it. They're getting deceived and they don't like it. They're getting used for sex and they don't like it. Whatever it fits into your energy collective, it's like this person doesn't like that they're going through this, and they feel like they have unfinished business with you, so they might be coming back around, trying to text you, trying to call you, trying to come around and trying to check up on what you're doing, maybe spying on your social media. I see here too, spying on your money. If there's still any type of like joint bank accounts, joint this, joint that, they still have access to your money, how you receiving it or whatever, then that's something that you might have to cut out also. But doing it the right way, you know what I'm saying? Dedicated effort, seeing who really loves you for love, and not just for material or for what you have or because you give them a place to stay and so on and so on and so on. Breadcrumbing is basically somebody who doesn't match your energy, somebody who doesn't match your finances, somebody who you're putting 100 and they only putting 50. That's what breadcrumbing is. The breadcrumber is the one that's putting way less than what you're putting. And then they come and probably give you flowers or give you little gifts here and there just to reel you into their manipulative ways to get away with what they want to get away with. Even sleeping around on you and shit like that. That's happening to them now. Like hurting people with words, hurting people. Like that's happening to them now. Now they're the ones going through the pain, through the anguish, through the usury, through what they made you go through, collective. Now they're the ones being spied on and called on they shit. Because you might have not been the one who was going to call them on they shit. So now they're with someone who's calling them on they shit, Or you might have called them on their shit and they manipulated you. They lied and they used the ways to put you to sleep and reel you back in. Whether it was through sex, money, whatever that, or you're just a good-hearted person and you would take this person back over and over again with their fake apologies. So what else do we have for the collective, spirit? What else do we have for the collective, spirit? What else do we have for the collective? I might call this reading Karma's a bitch, because that's all I see right here. What else do we have for the collective, spirit? What else do we have for the collective? I don't think this is going to be a long reading, but what else do we have for the collective? Yup, letting go of these burdens. Maybe this person would have some type of control over you. Like maybe you would feel the bubbles in your stomach every time it was time for them to come home from work because you already knew the drama they was coming in with. Like you was always seeking a way to like let go of this person. You would look deep inside your heart to see if this person is even worth, you know what I'm saying, worth keeping in your circle, worth keeping in your energy, worth loving, and this person, all they did was cause you challenging times, downfalls, money problems, mental anguish, wanting to run away from them, even like the passion died out, something about sex dying out. Like maybe that was the only thing that was holding the relationship together or whatever this is. Now it's over. Now they can't use you or manipulate you anymore. You put an end to it. It's like you have no feelings to the bullshit anymore. You're not letting your emotions be seen. I mean, I don't see any type of emotional shit towards it. Now it's them and their emotions. Like I said, the Five of Cups is on top of the Wheel of Fortune, but in reverse. So the Five of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune are in reverse together, which means that what they made you go through emotionally, they're going through it emotionally. Whatever they made you go through, wanting to run away from the situation, they walked away from you every time you had your say. They're being walked away from every time they have their say wherever they at, trying to pull the same strings they were pulling on you. They're pulling it on somebody else or others. And now it's like karma is in effect on them. You know? And they can't handle it. They can't handle what the fuck they made you go through. It being played on them, now they can't handle it. They can't handle being broke the way they had you broke. Because you can tell, like this right here, she has like a curtain that doesn't have a rod. It doesn't have, you know what I'm saying, like the stability to hold the curtain like in a nice place, you know, like a catalog would show, and you want your place to look nice. This person had you with curtains, like sheets, bed sheets in form of curtain, like had you living in poverty. And now that you're coming out of it, you know what I'm saying? They're mad. They're mad that you're shining by yourself. They're mad that it all worked out for you. And it's fucking up on them. That's what I see. You have full control over what they were doing in the middle of the night, because the light of the moon wasn't shining bright enough for you to know and see what the fuck they was doing. You know what I'm saying? Now there's nothing but brightness and bright light shining on it, and you have full control. Like, oh, you might have been wearing sneakers and running after information and running and trying to find out, and you were the one trying to see what the fuck is happening in my relationship or in this connection. Why am I, and you found it. Because you kept digging for the truth. And now you're on your heels. Like, yeah, I could run in heels now. I could stand. I'm happy. I'm lighter. Because you let go of the burdens. All right. So in between these two cards, the High Priestess and the Ten of Wands in reverse. In between, it's the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. The Knight of Wands coming in against what is meant for them to go through, and then the Five of Swords in reverse as well. So it's like instead of them moving up, everything is tumbling down for them, and you're the one moving up with the flow of endings, of surrendering, because Spirit said this got to stop. This person is too pure and too good-hearted to continue to go through this bullshit. That's why. You walked away, the bottom of the deck. You walked away, collective. You walked away. You walked away from all of this shit. You know? This is love. It's cups, you know. You walked away. You walked away from the bullshit, you know. You have more to look up to. You have more out there in this world. You have more to seek. Now this person may be blaming you for everything they was doing to you. All along they were doing wrong to you and maybe putting the blame on you, playing the blame game, tit for tat, snarl remarks. Five of Swords. It's in reverse now. Who's getting the snarl remarks now? Because you're ignoring it. You're not even trying to argue or compete. You're tired of the competition to try to look good for this person, because this person never really seen the good in you. Whether you was sexy, whether you was smart, they was getting the best of you, so they thought. And you walked the fuck away like a G. All right, collective? Like a fucking G. In your power of good. And you didn't only walk away from a love relationship, romantic relationship. You walked away from bullshit fake friends, fake family members, because this is the Eight of Cups. This is not just one motherfucker. This is 8 motherfuckers that you walked away from. Maybe 7, and you took the only one cup, which is your fucking cup, right? Because you might have been your own enemy as well, because you was letting these people fuck with you. So you took your cup, your mental, your spirit, your heart, your, you know, your specialness, your being, and walked away and went with the flow and surrendered. You gave in. You know, look at that. Walking into the water, right? And what did you do with the water? You went with the flow. Because temperance is right under it too. What did you do? You spiritually cleansed everything. Okay? And you became and transformed into the best you. The right version of you. The one who's been hiding all along. Turning your back to that darkness and looking forward to the brightness. Okay? With that wheel of fortune, right? Because this is you, collective, sitting on top. Meanwhile, you're the one in control of the wheel, and they're the ones getting squished with everything they fucking did to you. Now they coming towards you. Because this is a Knight of Wands. They trying to come towards you. But what's in between? Karma. Karma's in between. You got tired of this, energy of having to use it all up on bullshit, giving more than what they were giving. And, now you're single. Now you're, in control of everything. You have your pentacles. You have your food. You have everything you need. Meanwhile, they don't. You're intact. You're in tune with nature. Look at that bird on her hat. Like love. Money, abundance. This is abundance. This is, you got it. You got this. You good. You don't even need to put your guards up anymore. They do. Because everything, like I said, is in reverse. They wanted to play around with your heart. They wanted to act like there was everything to you. Meanwhile, they were just, giving you poison. Because there goes that poisonous snake on this tree right here. And there goes the tree of fire. You know what I'm saying? Toxic. The lovers. Having you in that, Four of Swords. Four of Cups. Now it's on them. Okay? Now it's on them. And they're going to keep trying to come back. They're going to keep trying to come back, collective. Okay? Everybody who did you wrong is going to keep trying to come back. They seeing you on social media. They seeing you in pictures. They seeing you in videos. Shining bright like a diamond. Shining bright like a star. That you are now. And I'm going to leave this reading like that. Because I'm going to consider this being something that's taken in effect and that's needed. This needs to happen. This needed to happen. Okay? This is something that had to take action already. All right, collective? So, karma's a bitch. So be it. And whoever deserves what they did it's time to collect. It's time to receive. You reap what you sow. All right? So, peace out and have a nice one.